Hey guys, my name's Andrew. I'm new to YouTube. This is my first video, so don't beat me up too much on this. I just thought I would take some time to show you how to make a leader for pretty much any kind of fishing, but it's a preferred method in saltwater fishing. It's a free lining leader, which is free lining is when you are fishing with no weight. The only weight you have is the weight from the bait that you have hooked. Kind of gives your bait more of a chance to move around freely and act as if it's not on a hook, and seems to tempt the fish a little more. It works for any type of fish, really. I use this here in Florida for redfish, trout. I've caught grouper, Spanish, pretty much anything. I mean, I've even caught some snapper on it. So pretty much what you'll need is you will need a pair of pliers, your hook, your swivel to attach it to your actual fishing line, and then you will need some extra line that you use as your leader. I usually use a 12-pound test line on my rod, and then this leader line is usually a 20-pound test, just a little bit stronger, especially with those fish and the teeth. It kind of helps save your line a little bit. A lot of times you may not necessarily use your swivel. A lot of people around here don't like to use a swivel. They just tie their leader line directly to their fishing line. I prefer a swivel, so I guess we will get started and I will show you how to make this. We'll start with the swivel end. You first off loop your line through your swivel, and this is my preferred method of tying off my line. It works fairly well. I was taught this years ago. What you do is once you've looped it through, you then take your line and almost like you're just twisting it around your main stretch of line. You wrap it around 5 or 6 times, then once you've wrapped it, you loop it back through down at the base, and then you pull it tight. Once I can actually pull it tight, you pull it tight, and once you've tightened it, that's what your knot at the top of it will actually look like. Yeah, then from there you trim off a little bit. You want to leave about, I'd say, 1/8 of an inch on there, just as a backup, just in case your knot does for some reason slip a little. It will be able to come back, and that's about all you really need. About the size of your fingertip, I guess. Then we will start with the hook now. I guess I should mention, when I first started this line, I started with a piece of line that is about 2 foot long. I usually get it down to about 1.5 feet to actually give myself enough leader, but then I don't want to have too much or not enough. The size swivel I actually use is a size 7. You can use any size, just whatever you prefer. As well as the hook, I use a size 2 plain shank hook. You can use whatever hook you choose to use. And when we go to tie off this one, we'll do the same exact thing that we did with the swivel. You'll loop it around the line 5 or 6 times. Then you'll loop it back through at the base where you kind of have a little gap. Then you will just pull it tight. Sometimes you may have to use your fingernails to get the knot all the way down. So yeah, do that right there real quick. Wind up with that knot again, and all this excess line right here, we actually want to cut it down to where it's about the size of that fingertip part right there. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And that's what we're left with, a little bit. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's pretty basic. Not a lot of people realize how to make them. They don't know that this is actually a pretty effective way of fishing, especially around grass beds. It actually is very helpful keeping your hook clean and not getting stuck in there because you have a weight on your hook. It's, like I said, it's a very simple way to do it. And yeah, appreciate you watching and hope you enjoyed, even as simple as it may have been. But hope you enjoyed and you learned something, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe.